right now. Join us in the discussion. Feel free to come on close. First up, let me call on the people in our panel. Joining the discussion is Assistant Secretary for Employment and Human Resource Development of the Department of Labor and Employment, no other than ASEC, Joel Gonzalez. Let's all give a big round of applause to ASEC. Magandang umaga po, ASEC.
Magandang umaga din po.
Good morning. Feel free to sit down. Palakpakan niyo po lahat ng kasama ko sa panel. Lahat sila nagising ng maaga para makasama kayo. Alright? Assistant Secretary and Supervising Head of the Competitiveness and Innovation Group of the Department of Trade and Industry, no other than ASEC, Nyla Bautista. Let's give her a big round of applause. Good morning, Ma'am Nyla. ASEC Nyla.
Good morning.
Ayan. Happy Women's Month to you
Happy
too.
Women's Month.
And the Assistant Vice President for MSMEs, no other than Mr. Royston Cabunag. Good morning, Sir Royston. Salamat po sa pagsama. Isa sa mga pinakamaaga na nandito kanina pang umaga. Kita nyo naman yung support. Yes, palakpakan po natin siya. Mahirap magising na maaga. Baka nga po wala pang tulog eh. Okay, and of course, as much as I would want to be here, we have the right person to be leading this all. And I truly feel that we are all honored that she is here joining us to lead this. To facilitate the discussion, allow me to call on stage the President of Private Sector Jobs and Skills Corporation, no other than Miss Josephine Romero, better known to us as Miss Jopin. Let's all give her a big round of applause. Happy Women's Month also to you, ma'am. It's all yours.
Good morning po. Good morning, Miss Nyla. Hi, Royce. Sandali. Good morning, everybody. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So, alam po natin pag mga events na ganito, kahit wala sila sa harap, talaga nakikinig po sila. This kind of event, familiar na familiar kami ni Mr. Royce, 2 taon, halos 3 taon na natin ginagawa. Swerte po ang lahat ng mga nandito ngayong umaga kasi napakagaling ng ating mga speakers ngayon. Pinakilala na sila ni Miss Chal, pero magbibigay pa ako ng konting trivia tungkol sa kanila. Nabanggit ko si Mr. Royce. Royce together with Miss Tessie C. Coson and Cedric who's here. Cedric, they've been organizing this job fair since 2023 together with DOLE and the LGUs and all the government agencies that are here with us today. And of course, dahil po ang SM magmula po nagsimula, ang Go Negosyo ay partners na sila. Ngayon, dito sa trabaho at negosyo ay partners din po sila. Ngayon, ang si Assistant Secretary Nyla Bautista naman po, isa pa ring swerte natin na nandito siya. Bakit? Galing po siya sa private sector. At bit-bit na bit-bit niya ang lahat ng kaalaman niya at yung kanyang energy sa private sector dito sa ginagawa natin sa gobyerno at private sector na partnership natin. Alam mo ba ninyo yung binanggit kanina ni Secretary Roque, yung trade fairs na limpak-limpak na salapi ang nakuha na sales magmula nung nag-umpisa sila. Si ASEC Nyla po ang responsable doon. So ASEC Nyla, maraming salamat. And of course, the executive beside me, si ASEC Joel naman po. First time ko po siyang na-meet, ang sabi ko, salamat at merong opisyalis ng taga-region na umoo na magtrabaho sa central office. Kasi po, kailangan natin ang pag-iisip ng mga nasa countryside, ng mga nasa region, na dalhin dito sa central office para magkakaintindihan po tayo at yung mga polisiya natin dito sa central office ay tamang-tama para sa buong bansa. So ASEC Joel, maraming salamat din po. So just that little tidbit of to get you to really know the speakers in front of you. Pati po yung mga naglalakad dyan, half an ear, makinig po kayo habang umiikot kayo, tinitingnan ninyo kung anong mga oportunidad na nasa inyo ngayong umaga. So mag-umpisa na po tayo sa ating talakayan. So we're going to speak in Taglish para po mas maganda yung conversation natin, yung kwentuhan natin. So I'll start po with a common question for everybody. So as you see here, Trabaho at Negosyo, this is not unique, but at least it's a unique program that Go Negosyo and the SM Group are putting together, I'd like to hear from you. Siguro po pakishare ninyo din sa ating mga nakikinig. Ano po yung nakikita ninyong pangitain? What is the future of this trabaho at negosyo? Ngayong umpisahan natin in a very big way. So, Asek Naila, unahin po kayo dahil kayo ang lady dito sa ating panel. And then I'll ask Asek Joel and Sir Royce. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jophine. Maraming salamat sa opportunity on behalf of the DTI para po i-share sa inyo yung aming mga programa specifically for the MSMEs saka sa lahat po na naghahanap ng trabaho. So, ang pangitain po namin for trabaho and negosyo, yan po ay parang ang trabaho, yan yung engine, tapos yung ating negosyo, yan yung fuel. Kumbaga, ang vehicle natin, ito yung ating economy. So it goes hand in hand to be able to boost the workforce at the same time, the overall economy of the Philippines. So kami po sa DTI, we have a 5-point MSME agenda that caters specifically sa ating micro, small, medium enterprises. So ang 5-point MSME agenda po ay nagsisimula sa diversification. So ito po ay ini-encourage natin ang mga entrepreneurs, ang mga negosyante na nandito ngayon sa ating napakalaking mall na mag-branch out po tayo at mag-explore ng ating business. Alam ko po maraming brands na nandito ngayon. Apart from getting into food, they also getting to ingredients, into catering, into other services para po kung isang negosyo ay hindi masyadong nag-succeed, meron po tayong fallback. So, the next po tayo, meron po tayong funding. As mentioned by our Secretary Maria Cristina Roque and also our President PBM, meron po tayong funding access, kaya po nandyan si SB Corp. Meron po tayong mga loans na ino-offer from our MSMEs as low as 30,000 and as high as 20 million. Pero syempre po, may mga screening requirements po yan. So, yan pong mga avenues na nakakatulong directly sa ating mga MSMEs. Another is mentoring. Sinabi po nating ating presidente na kailangan po i-power up ang ating labor workforce, kaya po meron tayong mga business mentoring para turuan kayo ng financial literacy, turuan kayo even on the packaging and design. Ginagawa po ng DTI yan para tulungan talaga kayo magkaroon ng magandang produkto para sa ating merkado. And also, we have others, for example, franchising. We also help a lot in terms of franchising. That's why we participate in programs like this to be able for you to scale up also properly at the same time faster. So those are the initiatives of DTI that will definitely help trabaho and negosyo.
Thank you, Asek Naila. The first one you mentioned, diversity, that's very important and I know you're teaching that in your mentorship programs, no? Tapos yun pong pautang, I hear that with SB Corp, dati yung mga mini-mentors ko sa KMME, ang sabi nila, buwan bago sila sumagot. Ang balita ko ho ngayon, days na lang.
Yes, kasi may mandate po rin si Secretary na to get in touch directly with Sir Bobby. Tapos po ang screening natin, as much as possible, 3 days lang, ma-access nyo na agad yung ang loans na kailangan para sa negosyo.
That's really very gratifying. The screening is very important. Hindi po natin pwedeng tanggalin yon. Pero ang maganda dyan, from one of my mentees, it who took 8 months before he can get a loan from SB Corp. Ngayon, imagine niyo 3 araw na lang. Ibang klase. Okay, Asek Joel, maybe sa Dole perspective naman po.
Yes, unang-una, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat at salamat sa pagbibigay ng pagkakataon na magsama-sama tayo ngayong araw. At ito nga po ay sa aking pagtingin on behalf sa Department of Labor and Employment. Ang pagtingin po namin sa trabaho at negosyo ay ito po yung dalawang dimension. Dimension ng ating labor market na hindi pwedeng paghiwalayin. Ibig pong sabihin, ang ating enterprises po ay nagbibigay ng opportunity sa ating mga manggagawa upang ang ating negosyo, ang ating bansa ay lalago. At ito po ang trabaho, yun naman ay nanggaling sa ating mga workforce, sa kanilang kakayahan, kaalaman at kanilang productivity, natutulungan po natin ang ating enterprises to grow. Ibig sabihin, yan po bakit tayo may trabaho at negosyo, hindi po natin kayang paghiwalayin yun. At hindi sila maghihiwalay. Kaya po, ang Department of Labor and Employment ay naandyan upang i-facilitate ang pagdudugtong at magiging produktibo ng ating mga gawa at pagpaangat po ng ating mga enterprises. So nandyan po yung aming employment facilitation. And in fact, ito ngayong araw, kitang-kita po natin ano yung pangyayari ng dalawang dimension na binabanggit ko. Itong ating trabaho negosyo launching po ngayon ay nagpapakita ng isang tipikal na ang ating trabaho at negosyo ay katulad nitong ginagawa natin. At hindi lamang po ginagawa ng, sabihin natin, isang negosyante o isang manggagawa. Ito po'y ginagawa itong lahat na nandito. Katulad namin ng DOLE, katulad ng DTI, katulad ng ating SM Mall, katulad ng ating mga, sabihin natin, partner. This is composition of the labor market which these two dimension ay being facilitated to get engaged and be with. Kaya sa akin, this is the perspective of DOLE na kung sa amin, naka-anchor dito. Sabihin man natin, ang galing ako sa region, sabihin natin sa taas, ito yung paningin. At pag ikakaskade po natin down the countryside, ito po yung itsura ng trabaho at negosyo. Itong ginagawa po natin ngayon. At kami po ay handang tumulong ang Department of Labor and Employment dyan. In terms of employment facilitation, in terms of skilling and reskilling and upgrading, and partnership po na ginagawa. Kaya po may job fair po tayo nakikita ngayon. Ilan lamang sa ginagawa. At yung field job net natin na hindi natin nakikita physically dito, but ibig sabihin sa larangan po ng pagmamatch ng ating mga gawa at sa ating enterprises, nandun po sa mga sistema ang ating ginagawa. Maaring manual or maaring online, pero ibig po sabihin, pinagdudugtong po natin ang trabaho at negosyo. Yun po ang papel ng Department of Labor and Employment sa ganang perspektibo sa tanong pong binigay po sa atin. Yan.
Salamat po, Asek Joel. Nabanggit ninyo na kasama, kumbaga, it goes hand in hand with trabaho at negosyo, yung skilling. Isa sa mga programa ng DOLE yun, ano ho? So, can you share a little bit more about how is that offered by DOLE?
Yeah, actually, ito po ngayon, I think part of our job fair is referrals or asking what are the requirements of ating mga job seekers. At kung sakaling masasabi nilang kailangan ko ng kakayahan ganito, nandun po ang ating mekanismo, isa po dito yung TESDA. Ibig sabihin, ang TESDA po natin ang nagbibigay ng ating training requirements at saka capability and competency. At sana po ma-refer po natin sila doon. Then they can undergo of skilling or reskilling and even enhancing. At ito po ang gusto kong banggitin, lalo na sa ating mga negosyante. Alam ko pong alam nyo po yun, pero gusto ko lang ipagbigay alam sa iba na meron tayong tinatawag na enterprise-based training na kumbaga hindi na buong module ng isang skills set or buong training skills na pwede natin kunin. Pwede po natin kukunin yung isang set doon sa mga skills na yon at mabigyan po kayong tinatawag na credentialing. Sa tingin ko po, isa din po yon sa pamamaraan na mapabilis yung ating mapag-determine yung ating kakayahan at mabilis ang ating pag-absorb or pagkukuha ng mga enterprises po para sa atin. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng micro-credentialing? Halimbawa, sabihin man natin, nakausap ko kanina, ang kasama ko na sinasabi, si Doktor yung kanina eh. Si Doktor sabi niya, Asek, ito po yung ginagawa namin. Nagpapasalamat kami sa micro-credentialing sa aming nursing enterprises. Sabi ko nga, oo nga, no? Halimbawa, ang skill set po ay, na ating i-credential ay yung nasa front desk. Nursing services, pero yung pagpa-front desk, para ka na rin nagda-diagnose, na para ka na rin isang physician, na kumbaga, ano yung mga vital signs mo, at maire-refer ka bago sa doktor. And that is a set of skills. Kung ito ay magiging credential na din, ibig sabihin, kayang-kaya ko magiging frontline sa isang clinic or sa isang nursery, given na skills ko yon at masa-certify ako. So, ibig sabihin, yung set na yon ay isang skill na din. So, ibig sabihin, karugtong nun, ano naman kayang skill? Karugtong nun, ano naman kayang skill? And those are skill set na makikredential po natin. So, ibig sabihin, yung enterprise mismo, binanggit ni President kanina, binanggit ng ating founder kanina, na pwede na ang nagtuturo po mismo, hindi eskwelahan, kundi mismo yung enterprise o yung negosyo. So that is, again, another innovation na pwede po natin i-take advantage as an opportunity at mabigyan ng kaalaman at kakayahan po ang ating mga gawa. So isa po yun sa example ko sa Ano po yung skilling or reskilling or sabihin natin reshaping ng kakayahan ng ating mga manggagawa? Ma'am Jo. Yeah.
Thank you, Asek Joel. Napaka-importanting bagay po yan. Medyo, syempre, ang dami pa nating pwedeng sabihin doon. Pero think about it, yun hong mga naghahanap dyan ng mga opportunity. The skilling, you don't have to finish a 4-year course. Or if you already have a 4-year course, pwede po ninyong dagdagan yan nitong mga micro-credentialing na sinasabi ni Asek Joel. Yan. So, from the perspective naman po ni Sir Royce, na magmula 2023 ay ginagawa na ito, can you share with us your perspective about doing this trabaho at negosyo?
Thank you, Miss Jopin. And of course, together with our partners from Dole and DTI, we are really more than a platform, no, for us to allow them to enable their programs. So what we do is we adopt coming from their individual programs, and then we try to amplify it through our networks. Hence, in 2023, we already did the job fair programs together with Dole, which fortunately, it has grown to as much as around 380 job fairs in the past 2 years. And we were able to hire on the spot around 30,000.
Wow!
Sa tulong
So
po ng
kalahati nung
Dole yan.
sinabi ni Presidente kanina, no? Kalahati, private sector-led. Okay.
Mataas po ang naging resulta because of that partnership. And of course, with DTI, we are part of their program in really pushing MSMEs. That's why when it was created, the SM4 MSME program, it was aligned to how they really develop the people on ground to see how they can join the business without much hardship or challenges. Binawasan po yung friction, binawasan po yung mga requirements so that it will give them the courage and the confidence. Ay, madali lang pala magnegosyo. So through DTI, they go there, and then after which, we hope that they can join now, the more formal sector within the malls. And hence, it has been growing for the last 2 years. We've had more than 40,000 already registering. And currently, we have around 2,000 new entrepreneurs because of that program.
So, Sir Royce, livelihood, lifestyle, pinagsabay ninyo dito sa iisang platform, no? So, ang sabi nyo, you've been trying, and I think successfully naman, to remove as much of the friction as possible. Ano yung mga siguro major na natanggal, kaya ngayon ang dali-daling isipin na punta ako sa mall, pwede akong kumain doon, pero pwede rin ako maghanap ng trabaho or maghanap ng business?
First of all, actually, it's a lot of mindset building. So that's why we appreciate partners like Go Negosyo. Kasi it really needs, a lot of value driving into like what kind of mindset I should bring in coming up with a business. Same with also with going to a job fair. Parang dapat you are prepared with the right skills, as you mentioned, so that when they do an interview, they know what the right things to say on how to address themselves, and going into business is the same path. So it's very natural that when you do trabaho at negosyo, it's the same path of developing the right mindset, giving the right skills, and of course, the right training so that you can eventually be successful in the path that you have chosen.
Okay, thank you, Sir Royce. Now I'll ask about this public-private partnership. I think lahat naman sinasabi na effective yon. Siguro po, Asek Naila, Asek Joel, from your perspective from government, kung marami naman kayong ginagawang public-private partnership, pero ano sa tingin ninyo yung either one, pinaka-importante that move things along, or another perspective would be, ano pa yung wish list ninyo na kailangan pang palakasin para yung public-private partnership ay maging mas effective? Miss Asek, go ahead.
Ang isa pong napaka-successful na public-private partnership is this one. So, ang ating trabaho at negosyo, nakikita naman po natin sa harap nyo na how vibrant, and this has been going on for decades, sabi nga po ni ating presidente, and it generates actual jobs and it generates direct results. So, on the part naman po ng DTI, very good public-private partnership collaboration that we have are the trade fairs that we have. As mentioned earlier, DTI is into MSME development, kaya po nagbibigay kami ng platform wherein the MSME can sell their products and services to a bigger market. Ito po yung market access na binibigay natin sa kanila. So DTI, nagsimula po kami sa, for example, 4 major trade fairs. Ngayon po, meron kaming 13 major trade fairs. Sobra pa sa buwan, no? So, meron po kaming mga buwan na 2 ang aming major trade fairs. At ito po ay para sa mga MSMEs, kailangan nyo lang po mag-comply sa mga requirements like license to operate at sana po ang ating mga produkto ay certified by FDA as well. So ito pong mga spaces na binibigay ng DTI for free, again, is an opportunity.
Lahat free?
It's for free. Yes. So again, to nurture at the same time and encourage and challenge as well our MSMEs to level up the value chain. Kasi po pag nagkakuha kayo ng malaking order from that kind of trade fair, it encourages more jobs. It will require you more people, more manpower. So dun po yung ating development pathway na nakikita. So these kinds of trade fairs are the breeding ground of our MSMEs so they can again level up the value chain and get more big businesses in the future.
Asik Naila, that's good news. I mean, I used to be with DTI and we did not give the booths for free. So, di ba, merong pag-iisip na kapag binigay mo yung free, medyo binabaliwala nila. How does that not happen now?
Thank you na magandang tanong yan kasi nga we don't want naman yung nagsaslack o we don't want na parang comfort zone na nila yon. So may mga metrics po kami for renewal. So may mga sales targets din kami na binibigay sa kanila so they can compete in the real life. Kasi gano'n naman po talaga pag nagyosyo, hindi dapat talaga meron kang ROI. So we give them metrics to comply at the same time we give them measures on how they can be renewed in the future.
Great. So, makinig kayo ha. Marami nang binibigay na ayuda at libre ang gobyerno. Pero may balik. Ang balik ay dapat good performance. Tama po?
Yes, and then also to share, nakatulong na po kami ng more than 1,700 MSMEs through the trade fairs. And our trade fairs last year, we had 10 and it generated about 670 million in sales.
Wow. That's really, really, really good. Pati po ba yung trade fair sa labas ng bansa kayo din ang in charge?
We have another attached agency which is called CITEM. So they're the ones in charge of the center. It's the Center for International Expositions.
Pero yung mga nagta-trade fair sa inyo, pwede ba silang graduate sa SITEM?
Definitely, kasi yun ang ating roadmap for them from local to export level.
So, graduation sa trabaho, from micro to small to medium to international, pwede rin. 'Di ba? So, I'm not trabaho, sa negosyo. Sa trabaho naman, from a startup entry level hanggang maging kasinlaki ka na ng SM na ilang hundreds of thousands ang empleyado ng SM Group.
Marami po, hindi na namin mabita.
Okay. So, Asik Joel, kayo naman po. Yung sa
Yeah.
public-private partnership,
Thank you,
siguro
Ma'am
po
Jo.
isang perspective din na hihingin ko sa inyo. What works, what doesn't work?
Siguro doon muna tayo sa konteksto ng partnership. Sa akin, in general, kung titingnan po natin in real life situation po, it's the government that enables the environment. Tama ho ba? Tulad nitong job fair, tulad nitong pagtatawag ng negosyo center ng DTI, if I may speak about that. Sa amin, sabihin natin itong collaboration ng tripartite sector. Ibig sabihin, pagtatawag. Ibig sabihin, that is an enabling environment that the government provides. But who gives the opportunity? Sa akin doon, private po yun. Tulad dito uli. Ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong programa ng job fair, sino yung papasok dyan? Sino magbibigay ng opportunity dyan? Is the private. So ibig sabihin, ito in general, sa perspective na po yun, ito yung partnership po na gusto nating i-sustain at i-establish. At kung ihahanay po namin, for example, ang programa ng DOLE, ano kaya yung nakahanay doon ng mga partnership? Binanggit ko na kanina, halimbawa itong job fair. This is a showcase of partnership. The facilitation of the labor to the enterprise cannot be done. Of course, it can be done by silos or individually ng enterprises, but it can be done in a very, sabihin natin, leapfrog engagement through the job fair. But it can be done through partnership. So this is a partnership. Binanggit ko rin kanina, how about tripartism? Alam nyo, isang mekanismo din po yun. Because DOLE can call workers, employers, and the government. Meaning, we can do a caravan or we can do a series of, sabihin natin, job fair or a series of industry-based job fair. Kanina, in the hindsight, nakausap ni R.D. Bambi, ang aming regional director ng NCR, although sila yung dalawa nag-uusap with Palscon, if I may include their name, sinasabi, ma'am, magkaroon kami ng job fair. Sabi ni R.D. Bambi, can we do it by industry? Ibig sabihin ng industry, tutumbukin natin. Halimbawa, construction. Sabihin natin, then construction by sizes, large, small, and medium. Then I think tutumbukin natin, particularly those industry. Then the other partners can come in. Ibig sabihin, yung sinong stakeholders ng construction. I think the PCAB, or sabihin natin, of course, DTI nandyan, papasok yung iba pa. DPWH, but along line with the project, mag-job fair tayo. Then I think that is a one way, nandun yung skill, very specific, nandun yung tutumbongin natin. Maybe an area that we can do job fair. Sabihin man natin katulad ng ganito kaliit, pero intentional, isang industry, sabihin natin wholesale and retail job fair. Then ibig sabihin, those actors and actresses nandito is particular then we can build more deeper partnership. But the sense is that this kind of partnership gusto natin. So anong binanggit kanina? Ano kaya yung ups and down? Akin, ito, for example, what is the difference with a multi-job fair? Ibig sabihin, multi-industry job fair. Doon sa industry-specific job fair. Although sabihin natin, wala namang failure doon. But in terms of efficiency and effectiveness, I think pwede din natin subukan yung industry job fair. Ibig sabihin, that's initiative. Kung sabihin natin, merong mentoring about AI, sabihin natin, lahat naman across industries, puro nag-EA na ngayon. Meaning, we can identify key points about industries that would using AI. Sino yon? Marketing, probably, or maybe ano kaya? Then therefore, we can have more efficient and effective job fair in terms of skills, or in terms of technology, or in terms of specific industry requirement. And that could be another way of, sabihin natin, plus yun. And we are promoting that right now. That's why we are organizing in the region, tinatawag naming Industry Tripartite Council. Para sino yung key drivers ng economy and social development ng region ay bibigyan ng pansin through the channels on different programs ng DOLE. Ibig sabihin, meron kaming tinatawag na, sabihin natin, Adjustment Measure Program. Ito yung tulong namin sa mga MSMEs na kung sakaling sabihin natin, gusto namin ng AI, DOLE, pero hindi namin alam at kulang kami ng access. Ano kaya yon? Then you can try our Adjustment Measure Program. Subukan nyo po yon. Because technology, ang gusto din namin i-prioritize doon. Or sabihin natin, part of our operation ay kulang ng ganitong klaseng, sabihin natin, process. But we need more access to finances. Try nyo rin po uli yung Adjustment Measure Program namin. And hindi lang namin kaya siguro yung angkars na ni Sir George. But meaning, we are also embedding to the requirements of MSMEs. Sabihin natin, sino kayang tutulong sa amin? Sabi ko nga, meron kaming tinatawag na tupad, di ba? But we were able to use our tupad. Di ba, napag-sanayan natin, minsan, nandiyan pa sa ating isip na tupad, linis, walis-walis, di ba? Inaalis po namin yan. Ang ibig sabihin, can we make the tupad activity in terms of training? Yes, we can do it. In fact, we were able to showcase sa aquaculture industry namin na kulang sila ng manggagawa. So we tried to farm out for 90 days. Tupad. Ibig sabihin, under our supervision, pinarm out namin sila with TESDA supervising the training requirement and with the enterprises training them. Okay, so that's a partnership as well. Then at the end of 90 days, alam nyo, 100% nung aming dineploy na 100 tupad were absorbed by this aquaculture industry. So nagiging formal yon. So that's another
Galing.
way of doing it. So ibig sabihin, we can converge, we can partner, not even only our agency, but we can partner programs as well. So I think that partnership, kung sakaling may programa ang ating private na pwede i-embed ang government programs, we can partnership in terms of program as well. So ang konteksto ng partnership po natin is not only the institution, but also the way we do things in the institution. Because that's the only, sa tingin ko, na maging positive, na mas effective po yun. So we have these terms na tinatawag, micro, small, and medium in terms of sizes. We have, or in terms of financial capacity, at meron tayong mga process step na ginagawa, titingnan nyo po yun, we can combine and partner that. Sabi ko nga, micro-credentialing. Sabihin natin, driving, okay? Then pagkatapos yun, i-absorb ng angkars, okay yun, di ba? Ibig sabihin, we can partner with the technology and the way we do things. Not only the institution, but sabi ko nga, who can help? Sabi ko, meron kaming GIP, Government Internship Program, mga interns namin. We can deploy them to the government agencies who can focus the services dong alignment ng partnership. For example, DTI, meron silang tinatawag na pricing monitoring. Okay? Then masaya sila kasi meron kaming GIP partnership. But nakafocus yung aming GIP in terms of price monitoring. So ibig sabihin, kung sa agriculture yon, pwede din na magtutumbok doon sa technology na dapat mapag-alaman. Magpapacilitate yung intern natin. So meaning, I hope you can get my point, that partnership, the government enables the environment, but the private sector takes the opportunity, gives the opportunity for us to partner. Then we go on the details of partnership. And I think that is more, sabi ko nga, this is job fair, maybe this is the usual thing. Can we innovate something about this? I think yung industry focus could be, the AI focus could be, or the technology-driven or skills-driven job fair could be. Then therefore, we can, sabihin man natin, ang hard on the spot dyan, out of 100, sabihin natin, only 15%. But however, the quality of that HATS is better because they are focused. Then it will really be sustainable. And we are not longing on least in terms of quantity, but also quantity and the sustainability. I think those indicators or wishful outcome can be embedded also in terms of partnership. And I think that my answer in terms of, although wala naman akong sinabing failure, but I think it's more on how can we elevate and enhance
Continuous
more yung
improvement.
partnership na yun.
Yes.
Yes, Ma'am Jo.
So actually po, ang sinasabi nga ninyo, as long as they start working together, so many new things, new ideas, and new innovations in improvements can happen. So that's very good. Actually, tamang-tama po yung ginawa ninyo. Because my next question would have been, ano yung mga iba-iba ninyong programa, and you already shared that. So we don't really have a lot of time left, but I'd like to ask everybody, time is of the essence. Ang dami-dami pong nangyayaring pagbabago sa buhay natin, sa Pilipinas at saka sa mundo. So, what I'll ask you now is, ano yung mga pinaka-importanting nakikita ninyong kailangan nating gawin dito sa kabuhayan natin, sa negosyo natin, and in achieving economic development as a country for the next 2 to 5 years? I'll ask si Sir Joel, and then si Sir Royce, and then Asek Naila to be the last one.
Siguro, I hope it can be simpler because trabaho and negosyo is by itself a showcase of this. I think we will enhance this further. Marinig ko sa ang founder na kanina, si Sir Jocon. Of course, si President, pinabanggit din. And of course, itong kasamahan ko. Siguro sa akin, let's enhance this trabaho and negosyo. If we can, sabi nga, binanggit na rin kanina the inclusivity of this. Ibig sabihin, wag nang malalaki. Punta tayo sa maliliit. Then let's focus on maliliit. Let's help them. I think that could be one. Sabihin ko man na with the Secretary Roque binanggit, 99.5% are MSMEs. Ibig sabihin, these are a big chunks or maybe a big portion of our economic entities that works for the growth of our nation. I think kung ako, halimbawa, i-align natin lahat. Sabihin man natin, ang negosyo center at ang aming peso ay naka-align sa isang key employment generator ng isang lugar. Ang trabaho at negosyo concept ay nandun din. Ibig sabihin, maybe a portion of that resources ay pwede nating intentionally ibibigay. Intentionally, ibig sabihin, 10% of our 10% of our GIP, 10% of our Jump Start, 10% of our special program for employment of student, 10% of our employment facilitation, in 10% of career development program namin, and 10% of our informal sector funding like TUPAD, like livelihood, intentionally nakafocus doon sa KEGS or Key Employment Generator and Economic Drivers of the Region in the lens of DTI or in the lens of trabaho and negosyo, I think we can change not only this year. I think for 5 years from now, those industry that being helped will influence the rest of the industries because they are key. They are key industries. Kung meron po tayong intention na gagawin po yon sa tingin po, which we are actually doing so. Kaya nga, ang bawat region sa amin may tatlong key employment generators or industry drivers na magiging part ng portfolio nila ngayong taon. So, ibig sabihin, respecting yan sa mga regional, sabihin natin, uniqueness. Ano yun? Because IT-BPM cannot be the whole nation. But maybe these are applicable in Region 3, NCR, 4A, Region 7. But it's not applicable, for example, sa ngayon. Applicable but not a big chunks for Region 12, for example.
Yes,
Meaning,
oo.
intentionally, we can identify that.
Oo.
And if we can do that in partnership, in the context of that, sabihin natin, the stakeholders, intentional, then we have the dashboard. How much contributions shall we do it in terms of employment, in terms of gross national income, or sabihin natin poverty eradication. Tutumbukin natin yon. I think that would pave the way for recovery, whatever sabihin na, and even resilience and inclusivity, makukuha po natin doon. And we can entice more partners, even the developing partners po natin. So sa akin, yun po yung tingin ko. At ako, nagpapasalamat because we have another brand.
Yes.
Binabanggit na trabaho and negosyo. And please, join us wherever and whatever ang Department of Labor and Employment on behalf of our Secretary, Benny Laguesma, my Undersecretary Carmela Torres. Yan po yung daladala ko na gusto kong i-commit din ng DOLE sa ginagawa nating partnership. And I hope that would sustain not only this year, but 5 years, more than 5 years.
Thank you, Asek Joel. Yung focus at saka being intentional, sinasadya natin na maging targeted tayo dapat. And what you were sharing earlier, that's also very important. Yung calibration until we reach, hindi naman perfection, but towards perfection. Okay, and efficiency. Sir Royce?
Yeah, in the essence of time, di ba? You said urgency. So there are only two things that I would really want to impart or share that they could focus on for this year. Two things for trabaho, it's really to upskill yourself, learn new skills, adapt to what the employer wants, so that you can be able to find the right job for you,
Right.
and upskill. So upskilling and upscaling.
Upskill and upscale.
For our MSMEs so that you can be globally competitive. You have to be able to align with what's trending, what people want. So you should be able to adapt to what is really selling. And how to do that is I have this favorite trio ko yan, yung tools, get the right tools, whether it be AI or other assets that you can use. Training, get the proper training so that you can upskill yourself or adapt to how you can scale up or upscale your products, and having the right tribe. It's really a community effort when you do things. So whether you want to go trabaho o negosyo, you have the right community like Go Negosyo. There's a good community that can support you to upscale, how you can bring your business to a different level. And for the SM also, we have opportunities, So kung hanap mo, whether it's trabaho o negosyo, there are a lot of opportunities that SM can provide.
So tools, talent, and tribe. Galing naman ng 3Ts mo. And you're right about this competitiveness. Forget global, yung mga kapitbahay natin, dapat competitive tayo sa mga neighboring countries natin. Especially now, remember, we are the chair of ASEAN this year. So magpakitang gilas tayo, di ba? Thank you, Sir Royce. And Asik Naila?
Ang tanong pa, what can we do in the next 3 to 5 years? We have to innovate. We have to embrace innovation so we won't be obsolete. So, importante po ang innovation. Huwag po nating i-resist ang technology. Kaya nga po, meron tayong mga reskilling and upskilling workshops na free po yan, ino-offer ng gobyerno. Meron po kami yan sa DTI, sa negosyo centers. Punta lang po kayo if you're a budding MSME. At makikita niyo doon yung mga courses that you can avail for free. So, you have to make it a personal goal also to do continuous learning. para po makapag-innovate tayo because that's the only way to go. You have to innovate so you won't be obsolete. At gaya nga po ng sinabi nyo, you have to leverage on the opportunities that will be brought in by the ASEAN. So napakadami pong meetings ng bawat ating ahensya. You have to be in the know. Always make an effort na hindi lang po siya pang high level. Ginagawa po namin ito para sa inyo, para makapag-open kami ng mga opportunities at makapagkaroon kami ng mga collaboration efforts sa ibang bansa para po magkaroon tayo ng mas maraming businesses.
Thank you very much, Asek Naila. Hindi ko maisip kung paano nagagawa ng gobyerno ngayon ang nagbibigay ng napakaraming libre. At yung mga libre ay talagang high quality naman. So, to our audience and to the people walking around, and I see more people coming in, please take advantage of all of these things you heard. Listen to this session again on YouTube and on Facebook para po maalala ninyo at pakishare po ninyo sa lahat ng mga kaibigan at kamag-anak ninyo. This is not a one-time opportunity, but this launch is very special. I don't think we're going to have Assistant Secretaries Joel and Naila and Sir Royce here on stage again. We will continue to have this kind of template, just like Joey said, and we will do this around the country this whole year to start it off. Katulad po ng 3 MOWs, yung 3 Money Market Mentorship on Wheels ng Go Negosyo. Magiging nationwide po ito. At sana, tulad ng ginawa ni Joey sa mentorship, maging ASEAN-wide effort din po ito. So, sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat. Sa ating mga resource persons, maraming salamat din po. Huwag kayong magsasawa. Okay.
Thank you very much, Asek Joel Gonzalez, Asek Naila Bautista, and of course, Mr. Royston Kabunyag, or Boston, as I call him. And of course, maraming salamat din, of course, to Ms. Jo Pin. Sabihin ko dapat, Ms. Josephine Romero. At this point, we'd like to invite you to please move a little forward so we can commemorate this day wherein we got to not just launch Trabaho at Negosyo, but really dive in and learn from everything that there is to offer. Thanks to all your sectors, of course. Ayan po. 3, 2, 1, smile. Baka pwede po makakuha ng thumbs up. Dahil ang galing po ng session ninyo. Let's all give them another big round of applause, please. Thank you so much once again.